Saturday, late afternoon, and I am getting ready for a date. We had some extra time without the little one, so we're going to take advantage. I have my foundation on, my concealer on, Chanel 22 Tarte Shape Tape, medium light honey. I also am primed underneath with my favorite primer, which is Hourglass Mineral Veil. I'm working on my eyeshadow, kind of packing, finishing up, having a chitty. I thought it would be a great time to come in here and just have a chat. And I thought the great topic of conversation. What's holding you back? What is it? I thought it would be very interesting to have a conversation about what's holding you back from life. Is it your age, because you're programmed to think, well, I'm 50 years old, I'm not supposed to like doing that stuff anymore? Is it time? Is it money? Is it you're stressed? Is it you're not interested? Is it, what is it? Ask yourself what is holding you back. I was the person not so long ago, I guess, in my first marriage. I was married for 20 years. And I did for the family. Doing for myself was not really coming up. I learned, but I'm just being honest. I didn't take care of myself. I was overweight. I was depressed. Yes, I was in a bad marriage, but really it falls to me to make those proper choices. My religion kind of glued me to that marriage a little bit, and my thought process, my personal thought process. None of it was a good choice on my behalf. So I was programmed to live my life based on everyone else's wants and needs. My kid, so I have 2 kids, but they're born extremely far apart. So it's like I had 2 single children. So I lived my life for the kid and my husband. I didn't die. I'm okay. I didn't make good sound decisions, choices when I was super young. I think, some of it was my upbringing. I didn't get I wasn't taught how to make sound decisions, and I thought learning them as an adult was kind of difficult. Not kind of, a lot of. So, just trying to tell you guys straight up, how I feel about it, or how I felt about it. What was holding me back then was my own self. I don't think I thought I was worthy of doing things for myself. I think that's just straight up honesty. It is what it is. I think women, not all women, I get it, struggle with sense of self-worth. How much are you worth? How valuable you are to yourself. And I know that's what I struggled with in my youth. So that's held me back for a long, long time. So I did divorce. And these answers, or not answers, these questions came up in my mind. Will I be held back anymore? Now can I just live life? I did have an infant when I divorced. Loved it. Yes, Not many people have babies in their 40s. I think it's more prevalent nowadays than it was in 2007. But I absolutely loved it. Of course, it's very hard to make time for yourself when you have an infant. So I was lucky. I had people help me. My sister helped when my oldest daughter was old enough to help. Soft glam, Anastasia, what's new? Date night. So, I haven't blended, don't freak out. I'm packing with a pencil, bringing down what was up. So, I believe in studies that I've read and the way I interpret, my brain is interpreting the information as, if you don't feel good about yourself and your sense of self-worth, it opens the door to allow you to be treated bad. I did it. I didn't put the hammer down. I knew I was treated bad. Fluffy blender. I was just like, oh, I'm married. I should just suck it up. This is what you do. You just stay in and you grind. One of my favorite sayings, I mean favorite, and my whole family knows it. They hear it quite often. My husband knows the saying. Everybody knows it. And the saying is, we're grinding it out. She's grinding. He's grinding. What's the grind? Life. I get up. I get ready for work. I go to work. I pick up the child. We come home. Dinner. If you're a woman, on most occasions, my husband does a lot of the cooking. We kind of made that ground when we got married. And I'm doing the work in the background. I'm getting the homework set up. I'm doing the dishes. I'm cutting the vegetables. I'm doing the support work. And Tim is doing the main cooking. We move together as a team Monday through Friday. We're on a schedule. We're grinding it out. We are happy. Yes, we're very happy. But the grind happens to everyone. It is what it is. You got to pay the bills, looking for something. We're all grown-ups. We're responsible. We're living our lives to have a better life, to go on vacay, to go to Florida, or whatever your thing is. You want to do your thing. And how do we do our thing? Getting some glitter glue, because you know me, and date night, I gotta glow. So, we're grinding. This is what holds people back too, because they're grinding. They're on the schedule. They're going to work. They're cooking the dinner. They're doing the homework. They're putting to bed. They're brushing the teeth. La la la. Even when my daughter turned 11 last month, no, this month, we're still in March. Glitter glue. Okay, it's bedtime. Brush your teeth. Call me when you're ready. I'm going to tuck you in. She enjoys it. I enjoy it. During the week you don't see your child for unlimited hours because she's at school, we're at work, we're grinding. Then we didn't get to fun time because we're doing homework. We're still grinding. So, that holds us back during the week. We like to maintain our schedule because we have a small person in the house. And I'm kind of schedule-oriented freak whore. Two-faced, bronzer, let's get it. So, I am. Why not tell you guys? I'm a schedule whore. If I get off schedule of eating, I like to eat as early as possible. Why? Because it's healthy. I don't want to take that food to bed with me. I want that daggone food processed, digested, moving into my intestine. Let's go. I don't want my stomach full of food and then I'm going to sleep on it. Calories, carbs, it's bad. Yeah, I'm on a schedule. And I'm a freak for the schedule. Can't even lie about it. Anybody who knows me knows I'm on a schedule. So, I'm going to use some of the bronze in the palette right here. Because we want to get glitter. I'm going to use my finger for as much as I can. So that holds us back during the week. Madison also has the typical kid lessons. She has singing lessons. For those of you that have older kids and you might be grinding it out in sports, swimming, volleyball, basketball, I'm with you. I feel you. I get it. But don't forget, past the grind is your marriage, is yourself, is your own happiness, is your husband's happiness. If you stay on the grind 24/7, 7 days a week, and you never get off of it, then there's no time for yourself. There's no time for the marriage. There's no time. I've done it. Can't say I haven't. Can't say I even thought about it in some years. But now that I'm older, I try to be very cognitive of time. Hey, honey, I'm doing this right now, but in 15, I'm going to make some time for you. You want to talk, watch a show, I'll just throw something out. He's a guy, so he doesn't say, oh yeah, let's talk. I mean, once in a while, sure. But I kind of give options. And honestly, he does too. And his way of doing it is not the same way females do it, which is totally fine with me. I'm not here to change men because I love them the way they were made. Exactly the way they were made. I have no problem with what they think about sports, sex. I don't see an issue with it because thank God they don't think about the same things women do or nothing would ever get done. Think about that for a little bit. So, at some point, we can't let all this stuff hold us back. Are you held back because you're not hormonally balanced and your joints hurt, you're tired when you get home from work? The last thing you can think about is having a date with your husband because the only thing you're thinking about is going upstairs and going to bed. I'm packing on with a flat brush. M421. I've been there. I've been there. I understand. That's why I know this stuff. Life experience. Thank God my husband, hung in there with me. We figured it out, meaning, I was injured. That took a couple years. A date night with an injury is difficult. But guess what? We got it done. We tweaked and we did stuff that I could actually do, or maybe we went to the club and I sat in a chair and I was like this, hey, 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 hey. And that was what date night consisted of. I'm not a drinker, but my husband, he'll have a couple cocktails or something. And, I could drive. It's no big deal. So we modified. When we had to modify, that's what we did. Fluffy brush. We wanted to make it work. We wanted to make time for us. We didn't want to be held back. I know my husband feels the same way. Life experience, you kind of learn over time. Even if you guys are married to the same people for the past 30 years, you still know, you know everything about them. You know what they don't like, what they, you know, what motivates them. So I say, ask yourself, what motivates your husband? And a guy, if you're a guy watching this, ask yourself what motivates your wife. Is it a hobby? Is it, it could be anything. It could be dancing. It could be drawing. It could be movies, old movies. It could be anything. What motivates you or your partner to move or to inspire something about a passionate subject? Could be gardening, the yard. It could be anything. But don't discount your person's motivation. What's going to move them? What's going to move them out of the house, off the couch? What's going to make them be passionate about living life as we age? Just remember, just because we've lived with somebody for a long, long time, and we know them very, very well, sometimes I think that's a deficit in only this way. The way that no more effort has to be made to figure out the puzzle. And I don't think that's, I think to be married for a long, long time, effort has to come into play because life is hard, it's long, and it's hard. Drama happens, whether you want it to or not. Shit happens. I mean, you can't control it. So to be thinking and considering of your partner, of yourself. Because guess what, ladies and gents? No one can make you happy but you. Your husband is not responsible for your happiness. My husband is not responsible to make me happy. I'm making a choice to be in a marriage. I'm making a good choice, a sound choice. My husband's making the same choice. It's a choice, but he is not responsible for my happiness. I am. He does motivate me sometimes, but I'm a pretty motivated person on my own. But if you happen to be married to somebody who needs some outside motivation, give it. What have you got to lose? Nothing. To see my husband smile over something he loves to do, over something I love to do, whatever it is, we're living life. We're not letting life pass us by. Because as we age, time is moving at much faster clip. I mean, fluffy blender. I wish it wasn't. I wish as we age, time slowed down. I mean, wouldn't that be great? I mean, I'd buy a ticket to that. If you guys don't have any habits or, not habits, passions or hobbies or anything that you want to do, maybe try to get a project together. Maybe do something small. Like, hey, I'm going to take this pot, we're going to grow 3 things in it, and we're going to do it together. I mean, it could be as simple as that, or it could be as complicated as you want it to be. Just remember, possibilities are endless. If you have no children in the house, it's time to live. Go to work, do your thing, do your grind, and then remember, living only happens when you remember to do it. Meaning life is going, time is going by. and it will pass you right by. And then you'll be 70 years old and you'll wonder, ugh, what was I doing? What did we just spend the last 20 years doing? You don't want to wake up like that. You don't want to wake up in a body you don't want, that you're not comfortable in, that's not working for you. You can make your health, your body, age. Please never let anyone tell you, and I hear it on a regular, trust me. I have heard it just 2 days ago. Well, it's because of your age. It's total bullshit. Total and utter bullshit. It's because I'm not completely finished with my body. 20 pounds is still a lot of extra meat. Let's just be real. If I was leaner and meaner and my lean muscle was even more than it is now, age would not be a factor. The body is what it is at any age, as long as it's supported with supplements and hormonally. You can't get what you need out of your food? Watch your food diet. Watch those carbs. Oh yeah, everyone's like, I've got to eat pasta. Why? You don't really. You don't really need it. But if it's your thing, like Mexican is my thing, then set aside 1 day a week where you're going to dive into the biggest slob ass bowl of pasta and you just get on in and you love it, live it, and then do without it for the next 6 days. You will be surprised how well nothing's going to hold you back, how well your body feels, how well you can just move. You're not as tired. You don't require naps. I don't take naps. I haven't taken naps in a long time. I don't need them. I sleep 8 hours. I get up. I'm going to go. Even if I have a 13-hour day, I do not nap. Ever. Neither does my husband. He's hormonally supported. We don't come home and fall asleep on the couch. Doesn't happen. We don't get in a recliner and fall asleep because that's disrupting your sleep pattern. It's not good for the body. It's not good for the brain. We come upstairs at the same time pretty much every single day, except for the weekends, and we go to bed. 10 o'clock, 10:30 is kind of our threshold. We're getting up 5:30, me 6:05. So the schedule, it's good, it's important. But we're not forgetting to live. We're just not. And boy, is it fun. I can't tell you. I could take this hair down, go to a club. Yeah, I said club. My husband comes with me. Is it his favorite activity? I don't think so. But I am his wife, and he'll dance a little because we're married. That's what you do. And then I'll go blush. I'll go do his thing, which is golf. I cannot golf to save my soul, but I wax and balls. I try. I get in the cart, look pretty, and whatever. I'm there. I'm in. I'm all in. Because what you do for you, you do for your spouse. It's like a whole team thing. It's like a whole marriage thing. Passion for living. Passion for each other. I want to have sex with my husband. Our age does not change our sex life. It doesn't make it less. It doesn't make it more. It just makes it whatever our groove is. I don't want him to be any different. If he wants something, he lets me know, and we just make it happen. If I want something, I let him know, we make it happen. Just remember to treat each other gently, kindly. Say thank you. I tell my husband to this day, thank you for taking the trash out. Thank you for taking me to dinner. Whatever the thing was that the thing is, I am really, really good at remembering to say thank you. And he's brought it up a couple of times, that it's nice to hear thank you. You knew it was coming. Anastasia, Marisi, let's get it up. I'm tapping in with my beauty blender, Morphe. He does mention it to me. Not every day, it just comes up once in a while. He'll be like, it's really nice that you tell me thank you. It's not required from me, but I really like it. It makes me feel appreciated. Because I don't always get it done. I might be too tired. I'm on the grind, whatever. I'll forget to say thank you. And then I'll come back to it. Hey, thanks. High points of the face. Back to the hairline. Right up on your cheekbone. And my husband tells me in different ways. They're men. So they don't necessarily process and think the same way as we do. So remember, don't try to punish them for being guys. His way of telling me thanks, whatever, is last minute. Hey Tricia, did you want to run out? And Madison's going to her sister's. Did you want to go do something? Would you like a soda? Or, I don't really drink sodas unless it's early in the morning, and I only allow myself one or two. If he's running to the store, hey, did you want me to get you something? I used to say yes all the daggone time a couple years ago. Pretty much nowadays I'm struggling to think of something that sounds good from the QT, which QT is my ride or die, love it, gotta have it, ain't nothing like it. Now nothing sounds good at the QT. It's just because we're in a different body health groove. So my body doesn't crave the same things. But don't forget, when your husband is asking you if you want something from the QT, or if you want to run to dinner, or can I get that towel for you? That's their way of saying thanks. Alright, I'm going to finish my makeup, lashes, everything. I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to get this wretched hair out of its knot. Going to bring it on down. I think we're just going to go, let's get it on. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for being here. Love you. Tag me below. Ask yourself what's holding you back. If it's a harsh question, tell me. Let's have a conversation. Let's get it on. Bye.